Hey guys, in case you didn't notice by now, Charlie is currently breaking the game. No biggie. Her attack speed up close can absolutely demolish anything, and her super can counter any tank. So today, I'm going to push her to rank 20, but only in solo showdown. I'll show you the best build and the easiest way to take down enemies. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, it's time to unlock Charlie. I'm going to max her out and purchase one gadget and one star power. I'll have to wait a little while longer to get her some gears in her Hypercharge, but she will be fully maxed by the time we reach the last battle. I'll also grab Amazing Charlie while we're at it, and I will never have to use her regular skin. The first battle was extremely easy. I got rid of an RT right off the bat, took control over the center, and got a bunch of power cubes. I took care of Sam as if he was nothing, and didn't even use my super for it. Eventually, all that was left was me and Mr. P. That kinda sounds like a little kid's book. At this point, I had 11 power cubes, and my spiders were telling me exactly where Mr. P was hiding. I found him in the bushes, took him out easily, and won our first 10 trophies. Now that we've seen Charlie in action, I can show you her best build. For starters, her spider's gadget is definitely the better choice. They can lead you to the closest enemy and can be used as an emergency shield. They also attack enemies as well. As for her star power, digestive is a better choice. This will knock off 25% of the enemy's health while they are cocooned. Her Hypercharge will spawn 3 spiders when you land a super. This isn't very helpful against the cocooned enemy, but it makes a good shield in case you get stuck between other brawlers. As for her gears, Gadget Charge is very helpful since the spiders are OP. The health gear is very helpful when you need to recover while waiting for a cocoon to break. Now that we know the best build, we can get right back to the action. For some reason, this next battle was still against bots. I took out Colt and Shelly, and then Abelle didn't even try to defend herself. And El Primo came along, so I just put him in a cocoon. I had a lot of power cubes at this point, so I was able to just completely relax. Primo jumped away, but I just searched the bushes with Charlie's constant attack. After Primo was gone, I used my spiders to find the last bot. I put Rose in a cocoon, just for fun, and got us the win. At 200 trophies, I was against real players. I began by taking control over the center, but a Buzz stole most of the power cube boxes. I took care of him and got them back, but then a Willow chased me out. I used my super on her, but I was low health and had to get out of there. Otis took out Fang, but he escaped before I could clean up. At least I got the power cube. I later prevented Otis from jumping to the center and forced Amanda into the fog. Jackie simply gave up and we got rank 1. As soon as the next battle started, I tried to take control over the center, but I instantly found myself surrounded. For some reason, every other brawler wanted to meet up in the center. I managed to steal a power cube and get rid of Penny, but I almost lost to Sam. Luckily, Fang was too busy healing to attack me. I picked up the power cube he left behind and took him out. At this point, everyone had finally cleared out, so I was able to relax for a moment. Lola tried to attack me, but I simply cocooned her. She didn't have a clone to swap places with, so I took her out the moment the cocoon broke. I found Sam and Squeak going at it, so I ran over and cleaned up. Sam jumped away, so I aimed my super at the spot he was going to land. I could have just killed him, but I decided to cocoon him instead. That way, I was able to grab the power cubes before anyone else took them. But when I got there, I found another Charlie. I still managed to grab Sam's power cubes, and I had the power cube advantage. She had her super charged, but I figured I could try to charge mine up too, as long as I didn't let her hit me. But she got me. But it turned out to be a good thing. As soon as the cocoon broke, I spammed my gadget and spawned a swarm of spiders. I let them shield me and took out the other Charlie, giving me rank 1. Let's go. Now I have enough coins to purchase Charlie's Hypercharge. It doesn't really affect her super, but it does spawn more spiders. They can help keep other brawlers away from me, and I get the buffs. On to the next battle. At 400 trophies, I managed to take out Surge right off the bat. I also stole some power cube boxes from Eve. I got rid of an AFK Buzz and scared off another Charlie. I now had 6 power cubes and was feeling pretty unstoppable. I searched the bushes for other brawlers and probably jump scared a poor unsuspecting RT. I then found another RT and took him out during his super. The other Charlie then used her super at the same time I did, and we just cocooned each other. Unfortunately, she got out first and escaped. I took out poor Eve, and then it was just another Charlie versus Charlie. But I had my Hypercharge and my super. I spawned some more spiders to help me find her, then popped my Hypercharge. I cocooned her, and it was over. I took her out in one shot and got rank 1. Moving on to the next battle, I am now fully maxed out. To start off, I managed to get the power cube boxes in the middle before anyone else got there. I had a close call against Daryl, but took him out without using my super. I proceeded to use it on Fang, but he escaped when Edgar decided to jump me. He almost got me, but I managed to charge my super just in time. I took care of him and kept on thriving. I now had 7 power cubes and control over the map. Eventually, all that remained was Fang. I forced him into a corner and took him out easily. Another rank 1, but who was surprised at this point? Charlie is OP. So, we successfully pushed Charlie to rank 20 in solo showdown only. By the time I finished editing this video, I had actually pushed her to rank 24 and reached Silver 3 Mastery. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!